What is going on? I'm ZMOT. Let's turn the game sounds back on to give a little bit of a distraction from me, I suppose. First of all, our creator code has expired. Very, very vital that you need to renew that every 7 days. Otherwise, your attacks aren't going to be as strong. Just that karma coming back to make your attacks a little bit better. We have got the critter cannons. They are absolutely, absolutely ridiculously OP. Also, our primary focus of this video are the Seekers, and they are in the same category. When they work. When they don't work, they are awful, awful, awful. We're going to start out with critter cannons. Just do one simple attack with critter cannons. We'll leave ourselves some of those guys in behind. We'll also bring Brick and her battle orders. It is Hammerman's fleet. We're not going to be doing that this week. I will do it, just not with you guys live. Need to get those extra intels. Intel always, always, always an issue with the booming of the beaches, it seems. We are just going to drop like this and just do battle orders. And then just like this, all of the critters are going to do all of the damage. Look how ridiculous that is. Just absolutely and utterly insane. Battle orders speeding things up, getting through things, Brick staying alive because there's 476 critters in front of her, should have zero difficulty taking down any base at all that you come across. Like, everything is focused on the critters, and the critters are spread out, and we've got some bombardiers mixed in just for something to do, and just battle orders. Battle orders does affect the critters as well. That's my favorite ability to use with the critter cannons because it just gets things going a little bit faster, a little bit more ridiculous, and probably want to mix in more bombardiers or zero bombardiers. With zero bombardiers, you end up smoking the HQ and just letting the critter cannons accumulate all of those critters on the HQ, but we're in a little bit of a hurry, so we're not going to be doing that into this video. Just getting all of the troops out, all of the critter cannons out, and losing none of the troops. Like, it's almost impossible to lose a troop when it comes to critter cannons, because you've got critters all the way around every single which way. As long as you're a little bit careful, shouldn't lose a troop. And now that I've said that a couple times, I have cursed myself most definitely. But still, no losses. Hopefully you guys are picking up those sounds because critter cannons with so many critters, again, just full on ridiculous mode. Now, speaking of ridiculous mode, Season 36 is finally, by the way, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ice statues as well. OMG. So, Season 36 finally into the last week. Now, this is my base. Quick review of the tech tree. We don't have flamethrowers, don't have smoke, don't have that extra choice node, don't have the extra GBE, don't have boom mines, don't have that choice node. What we do have, though, is machine guns and boom cannons and 100% GBE and those Seekers and the troop damage. Now, Seekers themselves, not super good this season. You're not going to get rushing into Diamond. It's too late for that. Too many people have shock launchers. But you get that extra troop damage, which is not the worst thing in the world. And now I can start making my way back towards the 7 engine room level. Probably going to be skipping the heavy choppas just to try to get to 7 engine rooms. Not sure if I have enough, if I'm going to have enough unlock tokens to get there or not by the end of the season. 6 times 3, they're probably 18 times, should be somewhat close to be able to get to 7, but we shall see how the interest goes. So we are going to jump in and do an all Seeker hit. Now you'll notice I've got Everspark. Everspark, I probably could use Kavan to like give them a ice shield, but overall none of my heroes get anywhere near an engine room, so probably not getting a heck of a lot of love out of that. But let's get in. Now, my fastest time on a 6 engine room base was 3 minutes and 23 seconds, I think. Let's show you the 321. You see, like, loss, fizzle, win. Let's show you the 321. I'm sure I got 320. It must have been 321. I must have lied. Just dropping, and because of where their engine rooms are, just around the outside. Just easy. I think this is probably the only base in the history of Season 36 that doesn't have shock mines. I didn't even know it's possible to not have shock mines. I want to quickly check that tech tree, because I feel like they had to have shock mines. They were just hidden somewhere, but we'd be able to see them right now as all those defenses pop. So, Rory, how did you manage? I guess they just skipped that bottom node and went straight through. So well done, Rory, for getting that high into 18 or 19 without shock mines is kind of impressive, I feel like. But let's go. Let's do some seeker hits and we'll see just how we can do. Okay, so these Seekers this season are not ideal. I think I've lost more battles thanks to them than I have won. But on the plus side, they do help with your Rocket Choppas. Then that is the extra troop damage, I should say, not the actual Seeker. So this one actually looks like I should be able to win this one. We're just going to drop all our troops. Hope we can sneak along, hoping that our Seekers don't spread out as much as I think they're going to. Then we're just going to try and keep all of the defenses shocked. There is a ton of things going on this season. There is not a lot of troop health. There is a lot of defensive building damage. Our Seekers are splitting in a less than optimal path. We're just going to have to hope that those right-hand side engine room gets a little bit of damage from those Seekers, and then we will try to use gunboat energy to get the rest of those puppies down. So just hoping and praying is the name of the game with Seekers this season. Should be able to get that final engine room down on that left-hand side, maybe. It's going to be so close. We've got a bunch of gunboat energy. Hoping that yep, there we go, that right-hand side was done fairly well by Seekers, so we should be able to get that one down using artillery. Come on, down you go. And then we're going to use artillery on this side, hoping that that's enough GBE. Was it pretty? No, it was awful. But in 2 minutes, 59 seconds, and they had no shock launchers. So I have lost way more battles than I'd care to admit using Seekers and trying to force Seekers on a base to the point where I'm getting up against opponents that have ridiculous troops and are getting times like 1 minute against me. So are Seekers great this season? No. Am I going to keep using them? Yes. So this is going to be our first win with Seekers live on the game, and I will pause and come back in a second or two. Okay, let's try for just one more. Trying to squeeze this puppy in here. Getting Seekers going. Not a great... Actually, this one looks kind of reasonable. Should be able to sneak along the outside as long as our Seekers go where they're supposed to, which I gotta admit doesn't often happen. We're gonna get Miss Everspark to clear those mines. We're gonna clear these mines. Now, mines, you might be thinking to yourself, what's the big deal? But mines are a big deal this season. It's crazy just how precise everything has to be when it comes to Seekers. So there we go, sneaking along that right-hand side, going exactly where I was hoping they would. And now we just need to prepare for our trip around the outside. So we're going to throw some Seekers, some critters about there. We're going to throw a shock about there. And then just trying our darndest to keep some critters out front of our Seekers, trying to keep the Seekers alive. And I got to say, I don't recommend Seekers. I think I've already said that, but I don't recommend Seekers this season. They are so tough to keep alive. No troop health. Just trying desperately to keep them alive. And we are just going to throw, you know what, I'm not even going to throw barrage. I'm just going to try my darndest to keep all of those Seekers alive, getting a decent time. And I'm not trying to get absolutely ridiculous winning times right now with Seekers, just trying to get wins. I don't recommend you go get those Seekers. Heavy Choppas are likely going to be a better bet. If you do get Seekers, you're going to need so many tools, and if you haven't gotten them already, there are way too many people coming at the 6 engine room level who are going to have all of the rockets, those defensive building damage, shock mines, and it's just not going to be ideal. But if I can get to 7 engine rooms, maybe, just maybe, that troop health is going to make it so that I can do something. I kind of doubt it, though. Anyways, that is going to be all from me at the moment. My win-loss record with Seekers, not awesome. My win-loss with the critter cannons, super duper amazing. Hopefully this video entertained you, educated you, something. And if it did, please hit me up in the comments and let me know if you're going to Seekers, if you have Seekers, and where you are this season. And I know, gotta get that submarine diving. I know that this account is fully and completely sacrificing some ranks just to go and do something different. So please tell me how much higher than you are than me. if you parked, when you parked. I can't believe my other accounts have been parked for upwards of 9 days at this point. I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm ZMOT. Peace.